Hey guys, today's video is about the differentiation between student grade paint and artist grade paint. As you can see, both the paints are from Sennelier. This one is known as Rive Gauche and this one is the professional quality Sennelier. Both are very different in quality. Look at the palette, you can see quite clearly that there is a difference between both the paints. This one is very dark and this one is quite light in color. When I'm looking at the pigment information, it's showing as single pigment. When I'm looking at the professional quality, it's showing that it's a mixture of two colors. But it is quite obvious that this will have a greater impact compared to this paint, and I have used this particular paint recently for an underpainting, and while comparing these two I am going to use Camlin. This is Indian brand, and I've been using this color for over a period of 24 years and I am fully aware of its capabilities, so I am going to test that as well. So here we have a student grade brand, an intermediate artist grade brand, and full artist grade brand which is recognized throughout the world. And there might be other premium brands that are there, like Michael Harding or Vasari or maybe Old Holland. These are top of the line, the supreme quality. But let's just check out what are the qualities of these three colors. And these two are from the same manufacturer and this is from another manufacturer. Now let's do it. Okay, so we are done with the mixing, and this is regular red, yellow, blue, and blue is already here, and white mixed into it, and there is a mixture of black. Since this was pretty lighter, and let me just put a patch so that it could be understandable that how light this color is in itself compared to other colors. Okay, so now I am done with this mixtures, and this is just mixed with a white, this is mixed with the lemon yellow, this is mixed with a crimson permanent, and this is a colored black maybe. Now you can see some of the results that these two have good covering power compared to this one which lacks in covering power. And this is like a violet, okay quality violet, not like the best quality, but still, I mean, it lacks the vibrancy. It's like too much. If you look at these, there are too many variations within them, and this one doesn't have anything in actually. And this one, although in the first glance they look very similar, but these have more options in a way compared to this one. And we are mixing with a quality that is similar to this pigment. All of these are Camlin, all these 5 pigments, and these two are Sennelier, and it's pretty much obvious that which one is what. When I try to mix it, it's actually, this is French ultramarine, they're beyond any doubt, and when I mixed it, it got tinted. But this has I don't know if it is visible from the camera lens, but I can see it that this one has more vibrancy and body to it compared to this one. Whereas this one is completely different. It has a solidity in itself, a body that is completely different from these two pigments. And this is artist quality, but this is a better artist quality, one of the top brands in the world, although it has a mixed pigment. And let me tell you one thing, that I used Sennelier yellow ochre a long time ago, and the tube lasted for 5 months, when a yellow ochre is actually a staple pigment in my palette, and it's used like all the time. When you tint it, it's quite obvious to you. These have range. If you add white to them, they become white, whereas this one has 3 layers in them, because it has got more pigment to it and it has got more range, and there are more usages for this particular color or colors like this. Whereas when I am mixing green, this is a very dull green, this is comparatively better, and this one is the most colorful. And lemon yellow is not a powerful color, but when it's actually mixed with such a powerful, I can see that this is very strong. When I mixed it with this one, it clearly brought out the beautiful green, whereas this one is actually lacking the greenness. It's almost like I've mixed white into it, so which is not the case. And next, the purples, you can quite clearly see that there is more variation within these, and this one too has some, but this one clearly doesn't have much. And I tried to mix a little. Let me just add a little bit of blue if possible. Let's see if we can reach this level, but you can see that it's lacking in pigment. I mean, okay, if you want a violet from student grade, this a violet you will get, but this will give you more variation, and the mixes are quite obvious. And same is observed during mixing a black, and I'm going to try my level best to create again a black. You can see how much effort is needed to create the correct mixes. It still isn't that blacky, compared to this one. It's still not that. It's like a dark gray color, and when I'm mixing with white, it's okay mixing. I'm quite satisfied, but this is like a pure black. If I'm mixing with burnt umber or burnt sienna, I can get a pure black like this, a very colored black, which is very useful. And if I continue to mix this blue into this is the darkest of them all. If I continue to mix this will become more black. Let's just use whatever we have. So you can see that unfortunately I have mixed some white colors into it, but you can see that these are very dark colors, so they will create a good, good quality blacks, and the mixes are quite vibrant. But one thing I'll tell you, that I am not 100% satisfied with Rive Gauche paints. They are good for underpaintings, or if you are trying to do studies that are absolutely at the initial level, then I think these paints are okay. But they are not good for final paintings. You need to have good quality paints. Maybe this is from India, and we are using it since generations, so there is no problem with this thing. And I have been using it for over 24 years, and watercolors even beyond that, so I'm 100% sure what I'm using. But with brands like these, Winsor & Newton, Sennelier, even Delaware, or maybe Camlin, all of these are good quality paints. You would expect a quality level that should be there in an artist grade paint, so this is behaving accordingly. But there are some other student brands that I would like to mention, but student brands, I'll tell you that they are just for study purposes, academic purposes maybe, but teachers will tell you to use artist grade paints. So use artist grade paints, and if you want to make studies for paintings, only then use the student grade paints. But there are some student grade paints that are actually very good, and they can provide good results. For instance, this is Winton, and Winton is a very good quality, and I have been using it, and there are many colors, and this is very similar to this one, and they are like an intermediate. It's not like 100% student grade. It's okay quality. If you use it, they will perform. And there is also this brand from Delaware. This is a Georgian oil, and this is again very similar. Even this is a surprising one. This is saying cobalt blue. It has real cobalt pigment along with this PB29, and I'm quite happy with this combination, and it's providing me good results. I have used it in some, and this I have used it in some paintings, so they are behaving absolutely normally. There is no problem. And even orange Winton that I have used. Also, apart from these two, I have used this brand. This is PBO. PBO is not up to the level of these, but it's okay. This is a student quality brand. If you want this for your studies, then these will do your thing. So if you like this video, then please click the like button and subscribe. And if you have any comments or questions, then you can ask me in the comment section below. If you want to see my paintings, then check out my website www.kaustavandfineart.com. I thank you for your time. Take care.